Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to start with the part 3 of previous lecture on metal casting process. Now, in this lecture, we will see the steps used in making sand casting. So, just let's start. Sand casting includes the 5 basic steps, which are the first one is pattern making, core making, molding, melting and pouring, and last one is cleaning. So, first is pattern making. The pattern making is what is pattern is it is the replica of the part to be cast and is used to prepare the mold cavity. It is the physical model of the casting used to make the mold. It can be made of either wood, either metal, and it also sometimes made of plastic also. So in the next point is the mold is made by the packing some readily formed aggregate. What is the readily means easily formed, aggregate means some mixture of the some material. So the example is such as a molding sand surrounding the pattern. When the pattern is withdrawn means when the pattern is taken out from the mold, its imprint means it will leave the molding cavity, provides the molding cavity. This cavity is filled with the metal to become the casting. I have already told you that what is casting. Casting is the product which is to be made. The next point is if the casting is to be hollow, the additional pattern card, which is known as cores, are used to form these cavities. If the product will have a cavity inside it, means if we are going to make a hollow cylinder, so these type of component is to be used, which is known as cores. What is the second step is core making. If there is a cavity in the product, so core making is required. If there is no cavity, if the part is the completely solid part, so core making is not required. So cores are placed into the mold cavity to form the interior surface of the casting. Thus the void space is filled with the molten metal and eventually becomes the casting product. Next is molding. Molding is nothing but the mold preparation activities for receiving molten metal. The molten metal will receive the molten metal will given to the mold cavity. So the before mold cavity there must be a solid part of sand. So this sand will be used for making molding. So molding usually involves the preparing the consolidated means completely sand mold around a pattern held within a supporting metals frame, removing the pattern to leave the mold cavity with the cores. The cores will be there in the cavity. So the mold cavity is the primary cavity. Thus, mold cavity contains the liquid metal and it acts as a negative of the desired product. Means if the product is the solid part, so there must be a cavity in the mold cavity. If there is a hollow part in the product, then must be there a solid mold sand will be there, which is known as cores. So the mold also contains secondary cavities for pouring and channeling the liquid material into the primary cavities and will act as a reservoir if it is required. And there is one more cavities for the riser, sprue, and pouring basin also. They are known as secondary cavities. The primary cavity is for the product and the secondary cavities are for the supporting components. The next is melting and pouring. The preparation of the molten metal for casting is referred to as simply as a melting. The molten metal is transferred to the pouring area where the molds are filled. Last, which is very important, cleaning. The cleaning involves the removal of the sand after solidification of the molding metal. Then scale and excess metal from the casting. Scale means the that excess metal which is used in the riser, sprue, and runner and gate, that is required to be clean. The burn on the sand and scale are removed to improve the surface appearance of the casting product. Excess metal in the form of fins wires, parting lines, fins, and gates is removed. Inspection of the casting for defects and general quality is performed. So this is all about the steps used in the metal casting. In the next part 4, we will study the making a simple sand mold. So stay tuned for that lecture. Thank you.